Hey all, my name is Mikel Angelo and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to talk about, is Elder Scrolls Online worth playing in 2019? And not specifically is it worth playing in 2019, is it worth playing for free in 2019? And that's the key word that I want to talk about today is free. As a ESO player, right? I have a couple of like level 50s, and I think my champion level is like champion 140 or 150 or something like that. It's not very high. Uh, so I put in a little bit of time, but not a whole lot of time in the game. Is it worth to be a free player in ESO? Well, it just kind of depends on what you're trying to get out of the game. So if you're just like trying to play the game super casually and you're just kind of doing the content because you bought the game five years ago now and you just kind of want to grind through it, yeah, you can play ESO for free. Now, if you want any any real form of like not cooperative play, that's not the way I should word it, but if you want a real competitive edge in the PvE portion of it, right? Having the double bank space, having the unlimited crafting bag, having the increased experience, increased timers um, for the research, like having all of that stuff is like super helpful and like beyond helpful because well not so much with the research timers because that's just essentially a waiting game, but more importantly the double bank space and the 10% increase in gold experience and influence or a reputation or whatever you want to call it. And basically, yes, if you are super casual, you can play ESO for free, bottom line. But if you want to join a guild, if you want to start like doing all the really good end game content, I highly recommend that you chalk up the $15 a month or the what is it like $78 per 6 months to play the game because that's well one like you kind of get that money back anyway because I think you get, if I remember right, you get 1,500 crowns per month, or if you do the $78 month deal, or not $78 per month, the $78 for 6 months deal, I believe you get all 6 months of crowns at once. And basically, like the way I always saw it with being a subscriber to ESO is that I'm not actually subscribing to the game. I'm just buying crowns every month so that way I have something to do on the store. And realistically, in comparison to other subscription models, ESOs is probably the most friendly. One, you get the bonuses. Two, you get the bonuses. Two, you get the crowns, and that's pretty much it. But the fact that you have those two things, so like we'll take World of Warcraft for an example, right? World of Warcraft, you subscribe, and that's it. You get a newsletter every month at the most, right? You don't get any money for their cash shop. It doesn't give you any in-game advantage, whatever. You are literally just subscribing to play the game. And again, in ESO, like, yes, you can play the game without the subscription, but it makes your life so much easier. And the best way I can describe it is if you take a Honda Civic and then you take a Lexus, right? The Honda Civic is super functional and it can get the job done. But the Lexus has those tiny little things, the better suspension, the leather seats, the heated seats, potentially the heated steering wheel, the push to start, the remote start, let's see, the automated headlights, like all the, and keep in mind here, like yes, I understand the Honda Civics have the majority of these, but like keep in mind in like a 90s sense, if you had a 90s Honda Civic and a 90s Lexus, like you would have all of those things in the Lexus, but not in the Honda. And it's all those small little things that eventually add up to a big thing that really makes a difference. Like now to the point where like if I get super busy and I have to unsub for a month, I just won't play that month at all because the I cannot deal with the fact of not having an unlimited crafting bag and double bank space. Now the question is, well, Michael, what happens if I fill up my bank space and I have this giant ass crafting bag full of crafting materials? What happens if I unsub? Well, the thing is, you keep all of that stuff. Like, it doesn't get like shifted all into your personal inventory or anything. It just, the game pretty much just puts you in like an overdraft. So if you have 398 spaces taken in your bank and then you unsub, so you only have 200 left, then you can't deposit anything until you hit below the 200. And it's the same thing with the crafting bag. But keep in mind that you can still pick up crafting materials. They just can't go in the bag. So, and that's kind of like the main thing that a lot of people subscribe for in the ESO Plus membership is for that unlimited crafting bag. Because if you are a crafter and a person that likes to craft things, you need that bag. Like the people that I know that actually play the game for free, completely for free, they have multiple characters that are literally just mules for crafting items. That's it, nothing else. And like, if that's the route you want to go, that's fine. But keep in mind, you eventually have to buy another character slot because you only get 3 free ones. And I believe you get, I think, 5 or 6 if you're a Plus member or something like that. And or maybe it might be unlimited. I'm not even sure. But anyway, just keep that in mind. That's kind of like my opinion on whether or not you should subscribe to ESL. Personally, I think that you should because it's within the top 5 depending on whose list that you look at. It's within the top 5 of MMORPGs. Number 1 is usually World of Warcraft. Number 2 is usually Final Fantasy / ESO, and then number 3 is like Guild Wars. But honestly, after World of Warcraft, all of those are kind of interchangeable. It just depends on your preference on what style of MMORPG you like. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. If you liked the video, please hit like. Please subscribe if you want to see more content. Until the next one, I'll catch y'all later. Have a wonderful day.